Hey there, Adam here. Today I wanted to do a video sort of talking about the full calendar plugin, whether or not it's worth using, and just sort of a quick overview. So this is a calendar plugin that you can do within Obsidian, and essentially the way you can set it up is you can have a local calendar, and then you can also actually sync it up with Outlook calendars and other, I think iCloud as well. So you see these blue things. I have it so you can only see if I'm free or busy because it's my law firm calendar. So I can't really show you the names of the people. So I have it right now. I have it just set to show you the actual calendar invites, but not show you the actual details. And then the screen icon, that is the local calendar. So essentially the way it works is you create a folder where you can store your local calendar invites, or I guess events. So anything you make directly inside this calendar, you can modify. So you can just click on it, open it, and then you can basically it's uses this metadata essentially to create the calendar, and then you can type notes like tonight I'm going to the Charlotte Symphony. The main event is the triple concerto, and I've been looking forward to it. So you see that's a green one. The big downside of this is the outside remote calendars you can't do anything with. So that's going to be probably a deal breaker for most people. It's pretty much a deal breaker for me. If I need to take notes on some event that I have on my calendar, then I can just, make a new note, new event, and then just type it in and then save it somewhere, and that's fine. I am not really going to spend time inside of Obsidian looking at my calendar when I basically live and die inside my Outlook calendar that other people can add events to. So I'd say 98% of my calendar invites are all created by somebody else. So this is not going to do me much good. So you can just stop the video right there if you've got what you need. This is supposed to be a short video. I think that for somebody who is a solo worker, perhaps like a freelancer of some sort, maybe you do something on the creative side, video production, whatever, then perhaps this could be pretty useful for you because you just click create, meeting with client, and then you just save it, and then you can take notes. So you can just have your notes for each meeting, and, this client is very neat. Very, very needy. If you want to keep notes on people like this, you could. Or for me, I personally would just make a note with a client's name. Whoops. Well, anyway, client name, and then save that as a person, and then do it that way. So I think that the calendar, it's quite don't get me wrong, it's actually quite attractive. I think the formatting is very nice. And if you want to know how to add additional calendars, you just go into settings, full calendar, and then you can input it right there. Don't worry about trying to hack my link right there. I'm deleting it as soon as I finish recording this video. So the format is attractive. I think that the person that made this is a genius. I think this is really well done. I just don't really see much application for the real world because if you do everything inside the application, you aren't going to be able to share it with anybody. If you do everything, and for another thing, good luck trying to do this on mobile. So if you ever have to add calendar invites on mobile, you can sync your calendar, but again, you're not going to be able to add notes for anything created on a calendar that wasn't directly inside of Obsidian. So you're just going to end up either maybe just click next to it and then make a duplicate event or something, and then save the notes that way. You could do it that way, I suppose. That's a possibility if you really want to try to do it inside of here. But again, I personally would just, not every meeting and not every event on my calendar needs to have a note. Here's the notes for the ones that I created. So you can just do this an easier way without sort of this additional plugin. But again, it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. You just hide this calendar folder wherever you'd like, nestled within another one of these folders. It doesn't take up any space, and I do like the actual design of it. So it is very attractive. So for me personally, it's a pass, simply because I have too much going on outside of just me that it doesn't make much sense for me to sync it and create notes this way. I just won't use it. The reality of it is I won't use it. am not going to be trying to find notes or old conversations by looking at my calendar. I'm going to hopefully have it saved in a more robust way, usually within my client management software for my law firm, or for here, it'll just have a good title, and it'll be categorized by name or event or what project it is. All right, well, I hope you found this useful. And again, this is an interesting program, and I really like the sort of the aesthetic of it. I just personally can't find a good use for it. I don't really feel like Obsidian overall is designed for this type of application. But as far as calendar applications go, and I've tried a couple in here just to sort of goof around with them, this is by far the best calendar application I've seen inside of Obsidian. All right, thanks. I hope this was useful.